want to share this deck with you today. This deck is called Valyrian Reforged. This is a deck that uses these two cards and really all these other cards here to really dominate your opponent using some really cool abilities. Alright, so let's talk about these cards here. This card here, Dancing Sword, is a nice one. It gives you double strike. Alright, so your first creature gets double strike and a nice buff here, +4, +2. That's a really nice one. There's an ability over here that kind of comes in handy. I'll read it to you real quick. It says, when your first creature dies, you may exile this support. If you do, return the first creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield under your control. That creature's base power and toughness is increased by +4, +2. Then that creature gets double strike and flying and gains the construct subtype. So really cool. What this really does is it helps you to put out the double strike ability on a creature. When that creature dies, you can bring them back, sort of, right, and have this nice double strike flying ability as well. That's really a good one, especially when you pair it with the Vorpal Sword. Vorpal Sword is a nice one. You get a nice buff over here, as you can see, that +6, and you get Death Touch, right? So that's a really important one. When you get that Death Touch mixed together with this double strike, it becomes pretty strong. I like to use those two with some of these other cards here. These cards, as you can see, what I like to do is I like to pair those two with this one here, which will give Vigilance, right? And any of these creatures really will kind of help you to get that combo going. It's kind of maybe it's not really a combo, it's kind of more like a theme that you would put together. So I'll show you what these other cards are. When this creature enters the battlefield, pick one of the first 4 different equipment cards from your library, fetch that card. When this creature attacks, move the first equipment card from your hand onto the board under your control. Stoneforge Mystic is a nice one because it will help you to get those equipment cards, which will be this one here, and this one here, to help you set up that nice combo. And once you get that all together, this card is just a nice card that can start killing other things. So really good. The Ardent Intrepid Archaeologist is a nice one, kind of. You can see what it does. It kind of does the same exact thing. It helps you to get those cards out. So when you activate a loyalty ability, pick one of the first 3 different aura or equipment cards from your library, fetch that card, it gains full mana. Alright, so that's good. You can use the loyalty abilities to get yourself these swords here, right? We like those swords. This deck, of course, is called Valyrian Reforged because it's kind of a throwback to Game of Thrones, where they have this amazing steel called Valyrian steel, and they use it to make a whole lot of different things, especially swords, you know, great ancestral swords. And that's really the point of this deck. You got to get these 3 swords out if you can, and you'll see that they just completely annihilate your opponent. Anyway, let's get to the gameplay. Hopefully we'll see the 3 swords out. Once you see the 3 swords out, you can kind of see how dangerous they are together, and they'll help you to really control your opponent. Looks like we got 2 supports in the hand. Alright, we'll keep. Alright. I like this card here. I didn't mention it earlier, but Poet's Quill is another one of those equipment cards, right? This will give you lifelink. Really helpful, especially if you start falling behind early in games. Alright, for those of us that are not familiar with Kaya, this is the Planeswalker that I use here. You can use any of the black and white Planeswalkers. I like Kaya here. There's a few others that you can use, but it's totally up to you. You just gotta make sure you have that black and white. Alright, so if you're not familiar with Kaya, these are the bonuses here. Got some good abilities. You can hit the pause button and take a look at these yourself, but some really, really good mana bonuses here. Alright, we'll go with this. That's a nice 5 match there. And, okay, we're looking like we're going to get our Intrepid Archaeologist out. And then, there we are. Now, as we mentioned, this one is one of those that just helps you to get those swords out. Oh, alright, Shivan Dragon. Okay. Heavenly Blade Master. That's a good one too. I do like the Heavenly Blade Master. See, here's the thing. We can play this one. We'll get that double strike. But this one is pretty nasty as well. It says here, when this creature enters the battlefield, the first aura and enchantment card in your hand get full mana, and you can use the Boast here. The Boast, I'm kind of not going to read it, but this one is a nice one to help you to get that ability out. I think we'll go like, tell you what, I'm risking it here because I would like to make use of that ability but I think we'll go with this. There we go. Memorial of the War, nice convert card there for the opponent. Stoneforge Mystic. Wow, we got some good cards out. This is some good things we have in the hand. Ah, goodness. We have a real embarrassment of riches here in the hand because there's a lot we can do. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll pivot one more time. I don't like really pivoting that many times in a game because you're basically taking up time, right? You should be playing these cards. But here we go. Pick one of the equipment cards, we'll go with that. I like the Death Touch on there. That's really good. Okay, there we go. We're making some moves. We're looking good. We're trying to get those 3 swords out. Once we get the 3 swords out, you'll see it's pretty dangerous. It's a really good combo. Alright. Kind of want to show this again. When this creature attacks, move the first equipment card from your hand onto the board under your control. That's an important card. What we want is we want one of these two, so we'll move this guy out of that first spot. I think we'll just try to go with the Vorpal Sword here. That's a nice one. I'll show you this one real quick. When you activate a loyalty ability, pick one of the first 3 different aura or equipment cards from your library, fetch it, it gets full mana. Okay, the reason I bring that up is because we got one here. Alright, target non-token creature you control gets +4/+4 and gains Berserker. That creature gains Enchanted. When this creature dies, exile it, and you get some token cards. We'll go with that. Then we'll put it on this angel here. This angel gets really, really nasty because you get that Berserker ability. We're going to be able to pull the Death Touch card pretty soon. Alright. Equipment. In fact, well, you know what? I want to pull it now. There we go. So we use the abilities there. We're going to be able to play the Vorpal Sword. Vorpal Sword is nice. I'm going to move up the Sword of the Realms. Vorpal Sword, when we play it, it's going to be used by the Heavenly Blade Master. It's going to have this Berserk ability plus the first strike, the double strike, and then the Death Touch. Basically means it's going to kill everything without having to take any damage. So that's excellent. We really want to do that. There we go. Vorpal Sword is down. Oh, my mistake. This one has that banner ability there. I think that's bravery. That means he's going to go first. Do we want to use this? I'm going to say no. There we go. Killing enemy creatures like we're supposed to. And it looks like at this point, this game is pretty well in hand. We're going to win this game on the next turn. Just because we got double strike here, we got double strike there. We got a ton of damage that we can do. And guys, that's pretty much it. When it's our turn, I'll just go and click something real quick. Tell you what, let's go like this. I hope you guys liked the video. This is the game here. Like and subscribe. You guys know how it goes. That really helps the channel. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Okay, guys. Again, like and subscribe. It helps the channel. And that's it for me. Good gaming.